Hey, you guys. I'm here to answer any of your questions, but also to talk to you about the video I just made, which is not enough probably in 1 minute to talk about this phenomenon, but this is something that we rarely think about. We don't think about people who hurt us as the ones themselves experiencing trauma and pain and fear, but they do. So what I wanted to say is that these people, they are basically harboring a lot of pain and a lot of that trauma, but it is suppressed. And also they've decided not to work on it for whatever reason, for survival reason most of the time. But the pain doesn't really go anywhere, right? It doesn't go away. So what they have to do is to somehow let it out of their body. And so they let it out of their body by hurting other people. That's how it works. So I'm here. Oh, hey there. Hey, thank you for joining. So I was talking about the video that I just posted this morning to kind of explain it more to you guys, because it's not, 1 minute is just not enough time, and it's a bit of a novel concept for most people who've been through abuse, because we tend to think about people who abuse us as somebody bad, evil or awful, or we just have all these emotions towards them. And what we don't really think about is that those people are also very hurt people who've been through trauma, people who've been through abuse, because it goes on for generations usually. So when they look at you, you become the trigger for those people. You literally remind them of themselves in that age, in that place, in their life, or you remind them of another person, like anybody here who's been married before in the marriage where it didn't work out, and you picked your partner, sorry, it's not COVID, I promise. And you picked your partner based on the image of your mom or your dad, your parent. And so you can't help it because that person reminds you of that person, right? And vice versa. Your partner might be reminded of somebody in their life. And so when that happens, that becomes a trigger. So you literally become a trigger for the person. Hey, thank you so much, Mari. If you guys want to answer me ask me a question, put it in, not in comments, but put it in a little Q&A box. And also, I was going to tell you, I was not live Saturday or Sunday. Basically, family took over and I had my taxes to do. I did my taxes, but I wasn't able to be here. Hi. Hey, thank you. Oh, yes, please, everybody, we are a family. So everybody say hello, family. Yes, and the community we're building here. So I was going to tell you that Saturday and Sunday, I might not go live, because Saturday we had our free circle, which I led a circle of people on how to write out all of your pain and stuff into a story, right? Anybody who was there, it was, oh, thank you. Thank you for a belated birthday. So anybody who was there actually, oh, thank you. You're my family. Yes. Hi, family. I like that, you guys. Everybody say to each other, hi, family, because we are, right? We're building a family that we never had. Anybody else? Raise your hand, right? I grew up thinking I had a family, but I never actually did. So anyway, so Saturday is too much for me to go live, but if you want to come to the free circle, the link is in my bio. You click on there and you register for free circle. I'm going to have it again next Saturday from 3:30 p.m. Pacific time till 5. And that's why I wasn't live on Saturday. Yes, please send your love to everybody. Sunday is a bit of a fuck up because, I want to have some time off and I had family. So if I don't have family, then I'll go live Sunday. If I do, so don't, I can't really promise you to be here on the weekend. But I am, oh, your Zoom wasn't working. Fucking Zoom. Okay, thank you, that cool guy. Yeah, if you want to come again, we're doing it over Zoom. It's totally free. Go and sign up. We're going to do it next Saturday. So, and again, so about the video today, I want you to type it in for me in questions if you want me to answer a question. And I'm going to try to be live on the working days like today, Monday through Friday in the morning from about 10:30 till 11:30. I kind of got on late. It's like after 11 Pacific time. And then I'm going to be here at night, 9 to 10 p.m. So I'm going to be here if you can't make this time, Lalu says, I think you're doing very important work. Thank you. Someone healthy shit on TikTok? Well, of course there is. That's why I'm building a community. My community is called Emberville. Let me know if you want to come and join. But, for you here, for us on TikTok, it's a free platform. So, of course, you have all kinds of weird people, on all kinds of people. Usually people who are here spewing shit is people who are really hurt. You know, people who really, 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 really need each other to heal. We don't know how to talk to one another. There's really no mechanism. We've forgotten how to build a community. We don't even live as a community anymore, you guys. Like, we have these little teeny places that we call family, you know, which is just mom, dad, and like, you know, or mom, dad, and kids. But we're not meant to do this. So what we're doing here is we're building a new family. I love you right back. So, you know, the family we've never had, the community we've never had, right? A supportive community. And so that's what I'm here for. This is what you're here for. I'm trusting you with my stories, with my heart, with my journey. I'm trusting you with my vulnerability and my honesty and everything. And I really hope that with this trust, you will feel safe to trust back to me and trust back to all of us, because somebody has to take a first step. So I'm going to be it. Okay. Let me take a look. So yeah, what do you mean exactly on disappearing advice? Semyon, if you can clarify that. Oh, hallo aus Deutschland. Ich spreche Deutsch ein bisschen. So I wanted to ask you if that video, guys, was helpful, because you asked me to put the video together. I have like a whole list here, right? So I did the one about you being the triggers for abusers, and that is very true. Oh, you're very welcome, Hannah. So, yeah, if you can clarify, Samyam, disappearing, what exactly do you mean? Or if you guys want me to answer a question, type it up in the long, kind of like in the Q&A box, right? You mean like you're disappearing, feel like relieving the same day? Can you clarify some more? Like it's continuously happening to you, one after another after another? Am I getting it right? For me, when I was in the thick of it, and guys, what you're seeing right now, it took me about 12 years to get to this place where I'm at, so I don't have like a quick pill, you know, fix solution. But when I was in it, I don't even think that I was aware of days or nights. I was just reliving the pain that was happening to me. So it was always dark. It was always, every morning waking up, I was in pain, and the pain was, I've done something wrong. I'm gonna be punished. I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be, you know, like it wasn't even, it was like existing. Can you relate to that? It wasn't living. I was just like, okay, how can I continue even living? And that's why I was depressed and then suicidal, because I just literally decided there is no point, right? When my whole family, exactly, right? So I'm so happy that I'm helping. So the problem was, it wasn't even, I mean, you know, we're really quick to label things. Oh, you're depressed, or you're this, or you're that. But we don't really talk about what does that feel like. So there's all of this stuff on the internet, you know, but how do we feel? We never actually communicate with people, right? Like, what does it feel to be depressed? Has anybody ever talked about it? I mean, we don't ask, right? The person who's depressed, or if we're depressed, we're not really even sure how to express it. And how to express it, I love that. What you're saying here, Samyan, disappearing, or what you said, it's like the same day is repeating all over again. For me, it was constant darkness, if it makes any sense. Like, it wasn't visual darkness. It was just that I felt dark. Like, I felt I had no light in me. I was dead. Does it make sense? Like, you know, shout out if any of you have been in there, in those shoes. And so we can also help Samyan with understanding what that feels like. So in terms of advice, it's like, how do you get over it? But you can't, I can't make decisions for myself. I need direction. So that's, you know what that is, guys? Helplessness. Who else here can relate? Yeah, you have no light inside, but helplessness. And where is it coming from? When you're a little kid and you're being hurt, you feel helpless because there's nothing you can do. There's this big person coming at you. You're trapped, right? You have a fight or flight response. You can't fight because they're fucking bigger than you and they're stronger, but you can't flee either. They pin you down, right? It's like a big, heavy adult. On top of that, usually it's an adult whom you love, right? So how do you, like, you can't, there's nothing you can do. So you're helpless. You're completely helpless. And then you grow up with that same feeling. Anybody else here? Self-doubt, you know, always thinking you're not worth it. You can't do that. You can't try that. You'll never be this or that, or you'll never have what you want from life. Same here. Which is what? You just sit there helpless. and somebody gets at you and they hurt you, and you just go, yeah, you pretend to change. Yes, exactly. You wear the mask. You're like, I'm doing all the things. I got my kids and the house with the white picket fence and the cars and the career, and you're miserable inside. And you can't even share to people. Like, what exactly? Good question. Yeah, how do you get out of it? So this helplessness is learned helplessness. I want you all to just repeat this in your head right now. This is not something you were born with. This is not in any way any kind of a disorder or any kind of a weakness. No. This is something you learned. You learned because there was nothing you could do. And this helplessness is this behavior that you've adopted. Because frankly, it was safer, right? Because if you try to fight that big adult, guess what happened? You got hurt more. So this helplessness is exactly what's driving you in life later in all of your decisions. Because you go, you're like sheep, right? You're just like, I'm not gonna, and guys, I did that. I did that so many times. I've tried to build my community about 3 times. This is like my 4th time trying. Do you know what I did when I used multiple platforms? At first I was on Twitter a lot, like I had thousands of followers in there, and I tried to do it. Then I did it on Ello. If any of you know, Ello.com is still alive. Then I did it on Patreon. And you know what I did wrong? Always, there's going to be some asshole, some troll who would come and they would hurt someone. And I felt helpless. I would sit there and do nothing. And they would go and they would talk to someone, not me, part of my community, right? Here, you guys are my community, my family, right? And that person would just mouth off stuff. And I'm like, anybody else can relate to that? Like, freeze. And you feel helpless. You go, well, there's nothing I can do. Right? There's nothing. And then that person would turn on me. They're like, you didn't protect me. And I was like, yeah, actually, you're correct. So this was learned helplessness. Okay? Here, those of you who've been here for a while on my life, have you seen me blocking people immediately? No problem with this anymore. But it took me many, many years to learn. So to answer your question, Semyon, again, it's not an easy fix. There's not a pill, not a like boom solution. The one thing that really, really helps is for you to talk to your inner kid and say, you don't have to feel helpless anymore. I will help you. So you pretend you're 2 people because you actually really are. There's this kid inside of you. You guys follow that helplessness? There's this helpless kid inside of you right now who thinks that there is nothing they can do to change your life. Raise your hand, right? There's like, you just go, I don't have money. I'm trapped. I'm living with my abusers. There's nothing I can do. That is helplessness, this learned helplessness, because literally this is how people use you. This is how abusers use you, because you have learned to be helpless and they're exploiting you. It's very convenient. Exactly. So that's the thing is that, or even you go, I can't get the right job. I can't get the right relationship. I always fuck up everything with my friends. I can't. So you can. Actually, you can. But the problem is that you have learned the helplessness and you don't think you can. And so you act like this, and then people take advantage of you, which confirms your helplessness, right? So it's like a vicious circle, and you can't seem to get out of it. You feel trapped. And so you look for outside solutions. But I'm telling you, bitteschön. Danke. I'm telling you, that's the solution right here. You turn in. If you tell us what your name is, Semyon, and you say, I don't know, let's say it's Johnny or Maria, and you go, hey, Johnny, so what happened? Why do you feel why do you feel helpless? Like, what exactly happened? And you begin listening to their story. This is the only way, because the thing is that you just cannot rely on other people, other circumstances to do this. This is inner work, and it's already in you. And there's one more thing, guys. All of you, I just want to throw it out there. You have already survived. Okay? That kid inside of you, that kid has already survived the worst. You're an adult now. So do you see how you already survived? You're much stronger now, right? So you're in this position where you've already passed it. So that helplessness is in the past, and now you can help yourself. So that's what I do, So it's like, okay, I'm in here now. There's my little girl inside of me. I just did it this morning. I'm doing it every morning. It's kind of like meditation, but it's not meditation really. I sit down for about 10 minutes and I talk to my little girl and I say, hey, how are you feeling today? You know, what would you like to do? What would you like to eat? You know, do you like your clothes? Like, just, are you really welcome? You know, so there you go. Yeah, see, Gangsta or Gangsta Blonde. Gangsta Blondie, I love your name. Left my first husband because it was in the same state. Yeah, exactly. So this helplessness is just like it's crippling you. And then you feel like there's nothing you can do. So maybe that is how you're feeling, Semyon, disappearing. And I think somebody else said something like this again as well. Let's see. Hold on. Like this one, right? You feel like you're fading away. So can we just all collectively, family, send love, please, to user 746? Like, we see you and we hear you and you're here. Okay, because this fading away is when you literally cannot be seen or heard. You feel like your existence itself doesn't matter because nobody cares for your story. Nobody cares for how you are. Yeah, okay. And to Semyon, please, let's send this love and say, I see you and I hear you and I'm with you because we're in here together. Okay? So this is something that's really, really important, is that that's what we never learned in our families. We weren't together. Okay? Do you get that? We never really had that support. We never really had an environment where we could thrive. We didn't have a mom and a dad loving, I don't know, any of you can relate? I didn't. So it's like, well, how do you learn to be loving to yourself or to be seen or heard if your own family has never done that? So you come out into the world and you're just bait for predators because you're in there and you go, okay, here, take me. Like, I'm a blank page, right? So the problem is with that is that you don't have a behavior built in. Like, you literally, right on, yeah, all the hearts. I love that. You don't know how not to be invisible. Does it make sense? It is safe, okay? It's safe to be invisible because if you're invisible, maybe you won't get hurt, okay? Yes, exactly. So you actually hide your true self behind that invisibility, right? So what you're saying is you feel like you're fading away is because your true self is fading, but you continue functioning, right? You wake up, you brush your teeth, you probably get dressed. We all do that. You go pee or poop or whatever. You go eat something, right? So you have to continuously functioning, right? But the thing is that you're so used to this invisibility that it is like it's, kind of like the invisible cloak, right? Like the magical place to hide behind because you just don't even think that people would listen. Because so far, your family didn't care. So why would strangers care? So that's what we're doing here is like, we care. I care. We all care. So can we all please send a message to user 746? We see you. We hear you. And we love you. Make sure you tag. Okay? And guys, if you want me to answer your question, put it not in the comments, but in the little question box. Let me take a look. Yeah, so... Oh, there's a second part. I guess the questions have to be short, right? Or like you can't type like a whole long sentence, can you? So, the part about moving out, I get that question a lot. Like, I ran away from home when I was 17. Any other teenagers here who ran away? And I lived in an expensive city. I'm from Moscow, from Russia. I think somebody else asked me if I'm Russian. Yes, I am from Russia. I was 16 when I decided to run away, and I was 17 when I finally ran away. And then, yay, teenager runaways. Okay, anybody else here? High five. Give me a high five. 1, 2, 3. Me too. I got married at 18. I got pregnant at 17. I was a teen mom, and I got married at 18. And yeah, so the thing is that it's the decision. It's not so much, yeah. Я могу по-русски говорить, если кто-то говорит по-русски. I just spoke Russian a little bit. So you just have to decide first. You have to decide you can run away, okay? Oh my God, single mom of 7 kids. That is difficult when you have kids. I did kind of run away second time. I was a single mom with my daughter was 4 years old, and so I was only 22. and I shot my body. My body felt sick. Like I actually ended up in the hospital. They wanted to chop off my kidney because I had a kidney infection. And такая же не подозревала. Круто, спасибо. Ты откуда, мисс Грейнджер? Как тебя зовут? So I ended up in the hospital because I was studying architecture in Moscow Architectural Institute, and I was working, and I was a single mom. So my daughter spent hours in daycare. My heart was bleeding because I literally couldn't. I mean, daycare in Soviet Union back then was not a good place. So it just, I tried. I tried surviving, and I just... Ой, сан из Питера, Яна, очень приятно. Спасибо. I'm just speaking Russian, you guys, to Miss Granger right here. So I had to move back in with my ex. So I ran away first from my family when I was 17. Second time I ran away when I was 21. My daughter was 3.5 years old. I ended up in the hospital trying to survive myself. I had a full-time job and I was studying full-time. I remember I was running from classes in school, in architectural school, to my job, running back, working myself to the ground. My daughter was like spending hours and hours in daycare. I would get home, wake up. I wasn't sleeping. It was really bad. So guess what? I was so sick. I had to move back in with my ex because it really had nowhere else to go. So then I ran away again. I met my second husband and I moved in with him. We rented an apartment. So I took my daughter, she was 4, ran away again. And then my second husband got a job here in America, which was just a miracle. Like I got so lucky. We weren't married back then, but we both kind of wanted to leave the country. And so I ran away again. I ran away from Moscow all the way to Seattle. Okay, we divorced. So I had 2 ex-husbands because both times I didn't know who I was. And so I picked partners on the examples of the people that I knew, right? So it's just a pattern we all follow. So I got here, we've been married for 15 years and we divorced. Because again, a lot of stuff happened. He actually is my very dear friend. He's seen me through my worst panic attacks. And I cannot thank him enough. We have a son together. So I have my daughter from my first marriage, my son from my second marriage. My son is about to turn 18 this summer. And I'm still young because I was a teen mom, right? And so now I'm with a partner. He's American. I've never been with an American man before. We've been together for 10 years. And the only reason we're together is because he gets me. He's a sexual abuse survivor as well. He was raped twice. It was a terrible experience. He gave me permission to talk about it. So, I'm talking about it because for him it's difficult to voice it. And we get each other. You see? So how do you move out of a toxic home? You just decide. You decide to bloody run. And eat my booty hole. Can you tell us where you are? Maybe we can find someone in your city. Eat my booty hole. If you're comfortable, can you share with us your first name? Can you tell us what city and country you're in? And as we grow this community, maybe we can find someone and you can go London. Anybody else here from London where Eat My Booty can crash on your couch? Anybody else from London here? Please, anybody else in London? Luli, East London. Anybody else in London? Guys, is anybody here in London? Please, do we have anybody in London? I'm not seeing anybody, right? We don't have anybody in London. So, hey, Eat My Booty Hole. I'm going to try to remember it. So, what's your name? Do you mind sharing your name? Is that okay? Are you comfortable sharing your name? Let me write down your I'm just writing down your name because I'm going to keep asking on every one of my lives if there is anybody in London and I'll connect you. So you can maybe crash on their couch. Luli. Oh, Luli is your name. Okay, Luli. Again, anybody in London? Hey, Anna. Hold on, guys. Eat my booty hole 00. Okay. Hey, Luli. We're going to keep trying. Guys, I want you to do this for each other. Anybody else here who really needs to run away and is unable to, can you please comment? Okay? Can you comment, say, my name is this. I'm in this city, in this country. I need to run away. And maybe the other person can say, hey, I have a couch for you. You can crush with me for a week until we figure out your shit. Can we do that? Please. Anybody who needs to run away, okay? Anybody who needs to run right now and you don't have a place to go, it doesn't even have to be for a whole time. You guys, you know, the first time I ran away, I was 16. I had nowhere to go, so I ran away for one night. Okay, we have Amal in Saudi Arabia. Do we have anybody else in Saudi Arabia? Amal, do you need a couch to crash on? We have Athens. Anybody? You're alone? Miss Granger in St. Petersburg? Luli, okay. Again, we're gonna do this again, you guys, all right? Oh, you slept in your friend's car? Yeah, so couch in Amsterdam. Hey, we have Amsterdam. Anybody else is in Amsterdam? We got a couch in Amsterdam. Okay, anybody else? Guys, we're gonna do this every time now when we go live. Luli, we're gonna find you something because there's been people before who joined from London. We have Vissal in Munich, Germany. Wales. Hey, we have Wales. Okay, Poppy, how far away from London are you? Poppy 777. Poppy, can you please talk to Luli? Luli is Eat My Booty Hole 00. Okay, there's another one in Saudi Arabia. Look at that. We have 2 in Saudi Arabia. Okay, you guys connect. Are you in the same city? Is it possible for you to crash on each other's couches? Okay, who else? London. Whoa! Look, you can get a train to Wales. Okay, Luli, are you able to get on a train? Oh, you live with your parents. Yeah, I get it. How's this safe? Nobody says that this is safe. This is something for you to connect to another person. And that may be somebody who's a friend, the only person who understands you. Okay? Because this is really about all of us building a community that the community itself becomes the safe place. Right? And if somebody is not in here that's part of us, then you need to go. Like, for example, right now for me, there is somebody else in Saudi Arabia. Okay, this is great. Where? Again, you guys, go on your instinct. Trust your body. If you can connect just by messaging, that's great. If you can connect with, if you can connect in person, that's also fantastic. So we have USA. Thank you. Again, there is no way to know. There's always risk. And, we're all adults here. There's one more in Saudi Arabia. We have in Iraq. I want you to connect. We're building a safe community. So if any red flags come up in your body, you cut off the contact immediately. We have Mexico. Okay, New York. Okay, awesome. Right, you're in the sister's house. Okay, so, one more from Iraq. Oh, we have Canada. Okay, Idaho. Right on, look at this. Okay, you guys, so Fresno, California. What's happening? Florida. Okay, anybody? What's happening right now is we're answering Eat My Booty Hole 00, who's in London, who really, really needs to move out of a toxic home. So we're trying to connect each other. If you really need a break from your family and you have no money and you can make a connection here, we have Lebanon, Oregon, Chicago, UK. Oh, UK. Luli is in London. Natalie, are you in London? Houston. You can go, you can follow each other in South Africa, Belgium. Yeah. And then you can hopefully go and connect with that person and crash on their couch. I would totally take you in, right? So, like I was saying, that I ran away for one night. You know where I was? Oh, Birmingham. We have Birmingham. In a church, because I had nowhere else to go. Maryland. Okay, keep watching the comments. Please connect. If you see your city or you can, Albert, we have Canada. 2 more Canadas. So follow each other and connect and start talking. Again, guys, use your own judgment. I cannot predict that. Who knows? There might be some people in here who are assholes. I do hope not. I do hope that we're building a community. Oh, another Chicago. Right on. There was another Chicago before. They will all trust each other. There is no way. There's risk. Okay? And you got to take that risk and connect and trust. If in your body you get a red flag, like, this is wrong, cut off all communication. We don't know each other. We're in Russia. We have one St. Petersburg here. Oh, I'm from Moscow. Indiana. Okay, we got Indiana. Who else? So remember to follow each other, start talking. Lebanon. It looks like maybe nobody else here is in Lebanon. This is amazing though, you guys. I'm absolutely thrilled. This is great. So yeah, so exactly. You feel your guts. I can't guarantee that shit won't happen. It might. But you know what? Okay, oh, Berlin. I used to live in Berlin for 4 years. We're in Berlin. I used to live in Karlshorst. Here's the thing, you guys. The chances of you, yes, there was somebody else from Mexico. I think we did. The chances are you're going to be hurt at home. That's your toxic environment, right? So are you willing to take a chance and connect with someone who is extending you a hand? Yeah, it might be dangerous, but it also might be a beginning of something absolutely beautiful, a relationship, a friendship, a community that you can build. Trust your gut, okay? Your body knows better. If there's any red flag, if there's any weirdos reaching out to you, just trust. But this is what we're building here. It is safe. So alert me if anything is weird, and also report, okay? Come back, Luli. And if you're able to connect with someone, hell yeah, that's fantastic. That's what we're here for. We're building our own family, right? Like my dream in the future is to meet you guys all in person, right? So does that help, Luli? At least this whole exercise, does this help you? Can we all send love to Luli and say, hey, we'll do everything possible to help you. Like we're here, okay? So keep talking, you guys. Keep saying what city you're from and what country. And then if you find the match, so talk. I love you right back. Talk to each other, okay? Let me see what else is in here. That's a good one. You know, you don't really calm yourself down. What I found is you calm the child inside of you who's freaking out. And that's the problem, is that we're told, oh, you need to get calm and you're freaking out. You're too emotional, blah, blah, blah. You're a drama queen, you're whatever, right? So yes, the thing about calming yourself down, hey, we got another Michigan. Okay, I'm probably gonna stop shouting out the places, your cities and the countries. Keep going. And if you see a matching city or a place, please reach out to each other, okay? And don't worry, we'll do another live again. Hey, eat my booty hole, Luli. I've written it down, so I'm gonna keep calling out people in London, okay? So, oh, you just found me right now? I'm so happy. Anyway, so how do you calm yourself down? You actually have to calm down the child. And it's not, I'm hesitant to say it, but you know what? It pisses me off where we say you have to calm yourself down. There's nothing wrong with you feeling emotions. What is wrong is with people around you not being able to take those emotions. We have no mechanism. No, I'm checking my time. I have another like 10, 15 minutes to go. We have really no habit of allowing ourselves to have an adult tantrum. Have you ever seen somebody like rolling on the floor in the middle of a grocery store? You know, if it's somebody who's like 5 years old, sure, they're wanting to get candy, then they're, oh, thank you for the gift, thank you so much, right? But we don't allow it to ourselves. So all of a sudden we're somehow wrong. You know, we can't do it at workplace. Oh my God, it's not professional. Oh no, it's not professional to feel. We can't do it in front of our kids. Oh my God, you're a parent, you have to hold it together. You know, we can't do it in front of our partners because, oh my God, we're going to freak them out. They had a hard day. I better hold it in. We can't do it anywhere. We can't do it in public or we're called crazy. Thank you for the fire. Thank you. Right? And then people call you names and then they label you and they say you're feeling too much and you have to quiet it down. You have to calm. You don't have to shit. Okay? You don't have to calm down. However, if there is a situation where it's outside of your control, meaning maybe you're an attorney, you're going into court defending a case, you can't freak out. Thank you so much for the fire, right? So what you do is you don't calm yourself down. It's not you who's freaking out. Thank you so much for all the fires. It is the kid inside of you who's freaking out. And every single time that kid is going to be different age. Okay, so it's not going to be like a cookie cutter solution. Hey, I got a bag of money too. This is awesome. Thank you. You have to talk to that kid. First of all, you have to find out how old is that kid? Where are they? What's happening to them? And then you talk to them. So it might look weird, but I can tell you that about 10 minutes, if you can just, let's say you're in an environment where you're at work or you're surrounded with people or you're at a funeral or at a wedding or like at the big gathering, walk away. You know what my solution is? Restroom. Because you can just always claim that you had diarrhea or you were fucking constipated, whatever, or you had to pee a lot, right? Yes. So that kid is in you, but it's not you anymore. Okay, so you go into the restroom, lock the door because you have to pee or poop or whatever, schedule yourself for 10 minutes and literally sit there and go talk to the child and say, hey, how old are you? And listen, also call yourself by the name. So the reason why this works is that I'm not inventing this shit, okay? Go ahead and read. There's a bunch of books. I've read so many books on the subject. But the point of this is that whenever something traumatic happens to you, you detach yourself from your personality. And so one of you bears the brunt of the pain so that another one can continue doing whatever they're doing. So you have these multiple personalities in you. It doesn't mean that you have multiple personality disorder. By the way, it's bullshit. It's just this is how it works in your memory. You lock in onto that child at that age, at that time. And that child forever, that part of you, it's like you have your inner family of those people, right? You also have your father and your mother and your parent figure, anybody else in you as well, in different ages, different stages of your life. There's all these people talking in your head, but you have to tell all those people to shut up and go talk to the child. First, you find them. And then second, you ask them, what's going on? What are you afraid of? And then listen. What I did is I wrote myself out of this. I always had a journal on me, and a pen. Because when I forced myself to write it down, what the child was telling me, then I could actually see it and comprehend it. Because when it's in your head, it's constantly driving you crazy because it's like la 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 la. There's like always this stuff. So yeah, so it's you as an adult talking to the child in you because you're parenting them. How many of you here can relate? You've never been properly parented? Yeah? Anybody else? I actually had to parent my parents. Again, anybody else? Yeah. I know so much about the inner child, guys, because I've done years and years and years of this work in my books. Yeah? Right? So you don't even know how to parent. So you have to learn 2 skills. Okay, me, same here. So the skill of calming yourself down, you never learned it. You know what it is? It's not calming yourself down. It's parenting yourself. Giving yourself permission to first feel the emotion, holding space, okay? So 2 skills. 1, you have to learn how to be a parent. And you don't fucking know because you never had proper parents. And 2, you have to learn how to talk to your inner child. So it's 2 skills that you need to learn. That is why it's difficult. I'm so sorry you lost your mom as a child. That's terrible. That is terrible pain. So do you follow? Like, it's not an easy thing. When you're in the middle of emotional turmoil and you feel like I have to calm myself down, it's a dead end. If you tell yourself you have to calm yourself down, guess what happens? Anybody here can see the trick in this question. How do you calm yourself down? Am I the only one who can see it? I'm just go quiet for right now. Just shout out in the comments. Who is that speaking in that question? Do you see the danger in that? When in your head you go, I need to calm myself down. Who's talking? You can see it? Okay, any takers? So who is it? Come on, just type. Who? Nope, not unconscious. Nope. Nope, not you. Yeah, it's the adult. It's whoever told you to calm down. You might not even remember, but watch the language. How do you calm yourself down? Does that remind you of anything? Calm yourself down, they say. And who says that? It's somebody who thinks you're not calm and somehow that this is advantageous, right? So this is a command. Okay, do you see how that is very different from you going, hey, you're feeling a lot. I love you. Tell me what's going on. Can you all just flip that in your brain? Do you see the difference? Does this help Juno on Designs? Do you see the difference? When you say yourself, calm, how would you reward? Yeah, instead of calm down, which is a command, and you have a knee-jerk reaction because you've been told this so many times, guess what's going to happen when you tell yourself to calm down? You're going to get even more emotional. Anybody else can relate? you get more emotional, it freaks you the fuck out. And it gets worse. Yeah? Me. Anybody else? Right? Boom. Yes. So instead of telling yourself, calm down, do you see how negative that is? You go, wow, this is beautiful anger you're feeling. I love it. Tell me, where is it coming from? And then you listen. Or, this is amazing sadness. This is so deep. I'm taken by it. I love it. What's happening? Do you notice how you're switching the talking language? It says, instead of a command, it's what? It's a question. It's uplifting. So let's talk through this again. Hey, how to calm yourself down? When you say calm down, what is it? It's down putting. Calm down, which means negative, which means you're doing something wrong and you have to calm down, right? But you're flipping it. And so instead of putting it down and command, what do? We uplift and we question. Do you guys all get it? Hey, we got another Alberta from Canada. I remember somebody else here was from Alberta. I'm just gonna wait for you to type. Do you see the difference? When you say, calm yourself down, you're pushing down, you're basically putting yourself down, and it's a command. Yeah, you get it? But when you say, wow, I love this anger you're feeling, that's uplifting. And what's the next thing? You ask a question. You go, where is this coming from? What is happening? Right? The uplift is that you love. You tell yourself that you love your anger. You love your jealousy. Sure. I'll repeat it. So two things. Okay, I don't know. Use a pen as a... So here's like the middle ground, okay? You're being calm. So when you're freaking out, and so you say, calm yourself down, what is it doing? It's putting you down, and it's a command. You guys can write it down if it helps you. So when you tell yourself, calm down, you're putting yourself down, and it's a command. But instead of this, if you said, do we still have time? Yeah. But instead of this, if you say, I love your anger or hate or jealousy, whatever it is, right? You're uplifting. And then you say, where is this coming from? What's the story behind it? That's a question. So command, question. Putting down, lifting up. Command, negative. Lifting up, positive. Right? Lifting up and question, positive. Putting down, command, negative. Was that clear enough? I want to hear from you, Juno. Juno on Designs. Tell us your name if you're willing and where you're from. Okay, you got it? Do you see how you flip it? Yes, so the negative is making you resist it. Okay, but when you ask a question, then you open up the avenue for your inner kid to tell you what the hell is going on. Fahima. Oh, that's a beautiful name, Fahima. Am I saying it correctly? I hope, because people always butcher my name, so I fucking hate it when I'm mispronouncing. CBT, what is CBT? Shift in perception. Yes, absolutely. So did I tell you guys about this? I told you about when you always apologize. Okay, cool. So when you say I'm sorry, how it is about yourself, and it's very weak, like people just pick on you. You say you're late and you go, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have, my timer is going off, guys. I'll have to leave here in a few minutes, right? Oh, cognitive behavior therapy. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm not a therapist. I don't know any of the terms. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a fellow survivor. So I'm just sharing with you guys what worked for me, what I've deduced. So the thing about this is, oh shit, they threw me off. I was going to tell you something and I'm completely blanked. You're just seeing what you've seen before in my lives, my memory. I forget. I would be in the middle of a sentence and I would literally forget what I just said. So you're watching this right now. Oh, apologizing. Thank you. And I'm going live at 9 p.m. So you see how funny it is apologizing, because it's a trigger for me because I had to relearn how to do it. So when you say I'm sorry, it's a negative because it's about you. You're sorry. But if instead of I'm sorry, you said, thank you for waiting. Oh, I just want you to practice this for a second. Instead of saying I'm sorry, you say thank you for waiting. What does that mean? That means instead of focusing on you, you're sorry, you focus on the other people and you thank them because they waited and they suffered. I mean, you relate, right? But you are acknowledging them. Do you see how this one is down-putting again and it's about you? And this one is uplifting and it's about other people. It's the same concept, reframing. So what we're doing here is we're reframing. Yes, you acknowledge the other person. So how do you calm yourself down to answer your question? You don't have to. Fuck that. You don't have to be calm. I mean, what are you, dead? You know, when we're dead, we have no emotions. That's calm. We're not calm. We're fucking human beings. We feel things. I'm feeling things right now. Are you feeling things right now? Ah, let's yell. Like, what is wrong with that? Nothing. I'm just feeling stuff. So I'm alive. That's great. And if I'm calm, I'm not sure. You know, I mean, if I'm calm and happy, but it's just like quite often when we say calm down is because somehow we can't accept, you know, us being emotional because we've been told by all these people. So instead of going calm down, right? So you're putting it down and it's a command. You go, I love it. I love it that you're crying. Holy shit, they're beautiful tears. Hey, where are those tears coming from? And you talk to your kid, okay? Did I answer the question? I have to wrap up, you guys. Yes, calm from bad anxiety. And that is too. You know, when you call bad anxiety, you call it beautiful anxiety. Anxiety is beautiful because it's your body trying to communicate something to you. It's telling you, hey, I'm anxious. I'm scared. Can you please help me? Like, it's great because you're not numb. It's trying to talk to you. It's worse when it is numb, right? So instead of saying bad anxiety, say beautiful anxiety. Like, look at it. I want to help you guys reframe it because I had to do it for me. Reframe all of this negativity because it's always bad, 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 but it isn't bad. You know, it's just that we don't know how to listen to our bodies. You're absolutely welcome. And I'll be live again tonight at 9 p.m., 9 to 10 p.m. Oh, shit, you guys, I have to wrap it up for my next meeting. Hold on, let me take a look if there's anything quickly. Yeah, I get that. So this is what we're doing, writing. So you guys, if you want to register, go register for my Saturday free circle, free class. Okay, it's in my links is in the bio. It says register for free circle. It's going to be 3:30 p.m. this Saturday, and I'm going to be showing you how to write this out. Those of you who've been there, 9 p.m. Pacific time. So those of you who have been there said that it was absolutely amazing. What we're going to do is we're going to look at that. So Kate, Moshe, if you want to go join. Let me see who else is in here. How to get past guilt trips, past heartbreak. Yeah, this is a lot. So if you guys want to send me more questions, if I didn't answer, please go follow me on Instagram, send me direct message in there. But most of all, go to the link in my bio and register for the free circle. And then I'll show you. Last time we had 15 people show up. It was amazing. We've written 15 stories. And it was like breakthrough upon breakthrough upon breakthrough for almost every person. And I'm not saying it lightly. It was amazing. Thank you. I'm honored and privileged that you guys are allowing me to do it. I love it that you're giving me so much trust. I cannot thank you enough. This is the biggest gift you can give me. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for doing this work because you know what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about us. So you are the most important person in your life. You care for yourself. Your health is above everything else. Everything else can fucking burn. Okay? So please take care of yourself first. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna see you tonight. Go register and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.